go ahead and do the glow plugs the easy way. Now here is my favorite trick for getting at these glow plugs, getting at the turbo bolts. You can kind of see by all the blackness down here, I've got a really good leak right where the turbo mounts. I don't know if that manifold's cracked or not, but we'll have to get down there and see. But my favorite trick is to pull this inner fender. Yeah, the gremlin seems to be getting into my beer. Oh. Bomber Mountain Amber Ale. If you haven't tried it, you should. About everything under here is 13s. Now, if I remember right, there's a little screw up in the front here. Not sure what size it is. Doesn't like that 5/16. Maybe it's that 7 from the top. Does not like the 7. Or the 6. 1/4 inch, yay! Unnecessary rubber crap. Una más. Bottom battery bolt, battery tray bolt. Dos más. I'm gonna run out of Spanish numbers, I know. Voila! It appears I am lucky. My manifold is not cracked. All my bolts are broken and or missing from my turbo mounting flange. That might get interesting. Just look at the nice black sooty mess all over the place down here. Now you can see pretty easily all the glow plugs, even that hard one back in there. We're going to drop this downpipe out of the way anyway because we're pulling that turbo. I've got a spare GM8 turbo sitting around. Might throw that on here. Now, hopefully these things aren't too swollen in there. Voila! Now, I guess you don't necessarily have to take these little shields off. Just seems like it makes it way easier. Upgrade tool a little bit here. don't have enough room to get the bigger socket down in there. I'm going to try another tactic here. One loose. 3 to go. Fun, fun. That one was better behaved. Now there's a little plug on these guys. There's a couple more useful when we go to put them back together because they're a little bit of a pain. Yeah, don't want to tear those wires. Now this guy here, we've managed to pull the whole bolt out. Of course, it's the one with junk in the way. We're almost there, though. Get under there. Now, that connector doesn't quite fit through there, but at least you can get down to the plug on the glow, or the connector on the glow plug here. One of the big reasons I like to get the fender out of here is you can kind of get an extension down in here. Get out where you got some, not necessarily more leverage, but more control over what it is you're doing here. Sometimes if they're really in there, I'll get a breaker bar, not for the torque, but for the control. You can kind of jiggle on them and get them to working loose. So their heat shield out of there. So far, these are all coming out really nice. The plugs are AC Delco. Look at the part number on them. But I'm going to switch them out for slow glow, long burn, whatever they're called, glow plugs, because these are the fast glow ones. And if you rig up your glow plug controller so that you can manually override it and run your plugs a little longer in the cold, you'll burn these plugs out and swell them up and cause all sorts of grief. So it's just better to switch them out before you do that upgrade. Or sure seems like it helps these old things start in the cold a little better. If if you can run the glow plugs long enough to actually get some damn heat in there. It doesn't seem like these slow glow ones, especially with the factory controller, ever run long enough in the cold. They'll glow pretty good the first time, but once you've started cranking, they won't ever turn back on for more than a second or two. You gotta wait about a full minute before they'll reset. And they sure seems like it makes them hard starting. But the last few cold snaps here, I've actually just stuck a screwdriver across the points on the glow plug controller to get them to glow long enough. So I was glad to see I hadn't swollen any of these plugs that were in here. That's a little concerning. You see there's a coolant leak coming from down here. They have this goofy factory hard line that's got 8 inches, 10 inches of hose down on this end, and it's a steel line across the top. I don't know if you can even still get them. The last one I got was 5 years ago probably. I think I had to get it from Chevy, and they're over $100. A lot of guys are modifying those and building their own lines, and I've done that before, built your own tubing and whatnot, but there's a lot of heat down here because of this turbo on this side, so we'll have to see what we do about that, I guess. We're going to put in some Bosch glow plugs here. Click, click. Yeah, right there. Now here's a little trick. Used a file to make a thread cleaner out of an old glow plug. Not real impressed with the Bosch glow plugs here. Had 2 of them that the little tab broke off of. One of them just come out of the box with a tab on. The other one, as soon as I touched it, just fell off. I don't know, I put in lots of these glow plugs, and it's the first time I've seen that. Ended up raiding some glow plugs out of that project over there. Have to order some new ones, take the other ones back. Now we've put this little lead through the shield first with the big end out here. Plug that into the glow plug, then we can slide this back over the top of it. Now we're gonna anti-seize them darn bolts. I ended up having to take the fire wrench to the one to get it apart. I don't want to have to do that again. I imagine I'll be changing glow plugs in this truck sometime again in its life. Now we got anti-seize on there. Getting the nuts tightened down. I don't like to reef them all the way tight, just snug enough they don't come off. All they're doing is holding that darn heat shield on there. No sense in having them so tight your stud underneath comes out of the manifold before the nut breaks loose.